this is our way of taking the extra precautions.
So we're hearing
preventative.
This is multiple times tonight. We're hearing about the sterile protection team and all this other stuff. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV. What's going on? What's your name and where are you from?
Well, my channel is Dirty Skies, California. I just wanted to let everyone know I went and took my wife to the ER just a few days ago here in Redding, California, and they had signs out before you got to the ER, and they wouldn't let you in until you were questioned by a nurse about travel and, you know, what your symptoms were. And as soon as my wife got called in, I went and spoke to the nurse that was sitting out at that desk and asked him what's the procedure if someone said that they did have a measles-like symptoms. And he pointed to his radio and said, get on that. And what was the words he said? A sterile reaction team would come out and get you and take you into the building.
Wait. A sterile reaction team? I've never...
Yeah, his words. I made a video and posted it immediately.
Okay, this I want to see. What is your channel name again?
Dirty Skies.
Okay, and
California. But instead of Cali, it's CHEM.
Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you. And is it SKIES?
Yes.
Looks like people are already typing it.
It's just a few days ago. If you scroll down on my video section and look for just the measles, huh?
Oh wow! Look at this. Okay, do I have your permission to play this?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Any of my stuff, I'm not a copyright butthole. I just want people to pay attention.
Okay, I'm gonna full screen this. I'm gonna play this. This is what did you call them? You called them a sterile reaction team?
He said a sterile reaction team would come out and take you into the building.
That just sounds like hazmat suits.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look at the comments that are connected with that video, I've got a couple of people that are nurses and used to be nurses, and they're all saying, yeah, they don't do that for measles.
Wait a second. Yeah, why would you used to invite your friends? You used to invite your friends' kids over to catch the measles because, you wanted to get it over with. You only got it once. Alert, measles is very contagious. You know what would be really easy to do is to let everybody know, like, oh, it's very contagious, measles. But then they can also set up systems like this for something else that they don't want to scare us with, right?
Exactly.
So really, they're worried about you walking in with, possibly Ebola, but they go, oh, yeah, no, this is all just standard procedure for measles. We're going to have a sterile reaction team.
Yeah, one of the ladies that commented on there said that she was a nurse for like 20 years or something, and she said that that's what they do for pathogens and stuff, not for the measles.
Okay, this is weird. This is weird. And then that whole Navy ship had supposedly had something that they quarantined.
Yeah, the mumps or whatever.
Yeah, they quarantined him for a month.
They're going to keep calling it everything except what it is.
Well, supposedly, allegedly, and whatever else word that we can say to make sure that we're not responsible. Wow, this is incredible. Well, thank you for calling in and sharing this with us. I'm going to show your channel again.
I don't want to take up a bunch of the time, but I love the show, and thanks for picking up.
Oh, no, absolutely. All right, well, thank you so much, and I hope I'll talk to you again, and please call back again, all right?
Yeah, hey, thanks.
All right, Marf out. Hello, you are live on Marfoogle TV. What's going on?
What's going on, man? This is John calling from Michigan, and I just wanted to give a shout-out to Foogle Fam and let you all know that surgery went well. First of many, went very well, and I'm only 2 days out, and I'm doing. Prayers were answered, and I'm still here.
That's great, John.
And I'm proud to be a member of the Marf Fam.
Well, thank you. We're proud to have you. Is there anything else that you've been watching? I'm sure were you laid up in hospital at all, or?
I was in the hospital. I went in at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was out by like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. But I'll share on video at some point in time exactly what happened. But this was like kind of like a first surgery in a long time, and it was an outpatient surgery, but in the hospital. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, basically, you
and there were some
and
procedures that they went through. There were some procedures that they went through because of all of these super bugs that are being passed from hospital to hospital. Did I say that right?
Yeah, no, you said that perfect.
Procedures that I've never been through before. They made me, it was like going through like a chemical tank before even prepping for surgery.
Wow, that is
3 hours of the surgery was prepping for the surgery, and that was like literally going through a chemical wash. You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, so they were making sure that everything was sterile. But is that normal, or is that something because
definitely,
of
but they came out and told the wife and I right up front. They said, hey, this is a new thing we're starting here at this particular hospital all over, but I know they are, but a particular thing we're starting here in West Michigan in regards to the super bugs that are coming out and everything, and that are being released out into the hospitals. And this is our way of taking the extra precautions.
So we're hearing
preventative.
This is multiple times tonight. We're hearing about the sterile protection team and all this other stuff. They're doing some weird things. Oh my God,
it scared the crap out of us, Marf. It scared the crap out of us because the nurses were awesome. They were nice. They were nice as hell. If only they would have done. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I'll tell you that they were awesome. They were nice as can be. But again, when you get those people coming in suits, and then you're leaving your wife at that door, you're like, okay, is this the last time I'm going to see my wife or what? What the hell's going on? And then they, pretty much, went through their spiel. And again, like I said, it was literally like I don't want to say a scrub down, but it was walking into one of those tanks and being literally scrubbed down. And yeah, a decontamination unit is what they call them at the hospital now.
And they said this was something new. So this was something that
they're not doing it. They're doing it for everybody. They're not just pinpointing certain people out. They're trying to prevent super bugs like the flesh-eating virus MRSA, and so on and so forth. And it was pretty crazy and wild. I had something called bursitis from the beginning of the surgery to the end. Like I said, it was a very sterile. It was a very big thing before surgery. It was about a 3.5 hour prep time before surgery of having to be sterilized to have the surgery done.
No, that sounds wild. Well, thank you, John.
Never have experienced that in my life, and I've had plenty of surgeries.
No, I've never heard of it. So, well, thank you, John.
Peace and love to the Marf fam, man. And again, I appreciate all the prayers, and keep up what you're doing, man. I'm trying to keep ahead and watch you as much as I can, brother. And again, I just wanted to give a special thanks to everybody in the Marf fam and for all the prayers, like I said.
Well, I'm praying for you to have a fast recovery, and I know that there's actually a pretty big group here that I know all get together and they're praying for you. So thank you so much. You have a wonderful night. God bless you. And please call in again.
Man.
All right.
You have a blessed night.
You too. The exclusive Foogle Family private screening. Clint Ober had a really great time talking to us. He loved the attitude of everybody. I guess he watched over. He saw everybody's comments. He absolutely loved our group. So he extended the private screening of his movie. This is a movie that is going to premiere at the red carpet. Amy Smart, Matt Davis, and all the pro ball players, Deepak Chopra, I don't know how you say it. They are all going to a red carpet reveal of this movie on, I believe, the 23rd. So he wanted to extend this out for a couple more weeks. Access to the full feature movie is still available. You have to get the password via Marfoogle Alerts, or you might be able to get it from another Marfoogle family member. But then you can go to marfooglenews.com/GT. And then, of course, you can watch the entire movie about it and check it out. It is literally something you never would think of. Again, very awesome of them. And if you would like to work with him, his company does all this stuff. I need to change this because this seriously isn't even a full list of everything this does. I use this myself. Adam, Dex and his wife actually turned me onto it. And then another gentleman, another Adam, basically had been using this for 4 years for his son that had autism. So that's how I found out about it. So not only did it extend the the attention span in his son, and that's why I found out, because you guys know I have an autistic nephew that I take care of, and I just couldn't believe that something this simple and that makes so much sense would do so much change. So if you guys want to check out the products that they have, that would go through them, and it would help the channel. You can do so. Just go to marfooglenews.com. Earthing. You can decrease inflammation, decrease pain, increase attention span for autism, reduce stress, improve mood, improve sleep. If sleep is a big issue, I have slept like a baby. Even if I go to sleep at 4 a.m, I wake up at like 9 feeling rested. It's absolutely nuts. Improve digestion. You guys know I have multiple internal stuff. I've actually had to keel over and stop the show. It has been so much better. And the first time I laid down on the mat, my stomach started rumbling and the blood was pumping. That's another thing. Once you get grounded, all of a sudden your blood starts flowing. It's the weirdest thing. You don't feel it. You're sitting there, and then all of a sudden you feel blood pumping through your body. And then all of a sudden I could hear my stomach rumbling, and I knew that basically my insides were pushing stuff through. I guess anybody that is in the room, that's in the chat, that has done this, tell them your story, because people don't believe it until you see it. And I never thought something like this would, I would think that this was like, hocus pocus. EMP Shield is the world's first and only military tested EMP protection device for your entire home. It protects all phases of an EMP, E1, E2, and E3, which an E1 is as fast as 5 nanoseconds. This can actually ground the signal and protect any device in 1 nanosecond. This EMP Shield provides complete and tested protection from EMP, electromagnetic pulse, and coronal mass ejection, so CMEs. If this is a natural thing from the sun, this actually protects against that as well. They all go in different lengths and different lengths of times. Lightning and all forms of other power surges. So if you live in a storm-prone area, this would also help your home, and it's about the fifth of a cost of a deductible if you had your house struck by lightning and had everything fried. So really great. They make home, auto, and generator models. So obviously it would make a huge difference, and it will be life-saving if your car starts when no one else does, and if your devices work when nobody else's does. You can get $50 off with our promo code. All you have to do is go to empshield.com/marf, or you can go to http://marfooglenews.com/EMP. Or you can go to the websites and put the promo code MARF in and save $50 per device.
You want to know what's going on? What's really going on when it happens? Go to marfooglenews.com and get Marfoogle alerts along with a Discord invitation where you can find your local state group and get together with the Foogle Fam. You'll find fast friends where you'll share prep and intel, and there's even special groups for former and current military. But don't try and steal the valor of those who have really served. It won't go well for you. The Marfoogle Fam is waiting for you.